in this video I want to talk about voxelization and some of the tricks I picked up by voxelizing some of these objects I made. So first of all, let's start with what kind of geometry is suitable for voxelization, and then making it normal map. As I go to the low poly model, you can see that it's smooth right here, but when we voxelize it, every polygon face is actually, you can see in light, it actually shows up as a, you can even count the polygons, because voxelization doesn't know anything about these smoothing groups. So the number one thing you can do is to put in enough geometry before voxelization. So I'm gonna go back to my profile and just resample it, something like this, both sides, to the big enough number. So now let's go back to the mesh, gotta wait a bit. So as you can see, let's put maybe 15. You can see this part is very smooth, but there is one part that's not. And let's go back to the resampling. Let's take a look at the result. This is the part where we merged mirrored axis, and this part doesn't go with the flow. So I just disable this. So I just go to this, and for now, just with the hand, place it in something that smooths well. So like now, we don't see any bumps. Let's go back. Now it has to remesh it. And now you can see we have a smooth surface all along without any problems. So once we have inputted our good geometry, now let's take a look at these settings. Let's take a look at some of these options for the node. First of all, I put resolution at 1 because for this object it's a hard surface object, you want to pretty tight bevels. And second option, what we're gonna look at is the post-processing smoothing. As you can see, we can put it at something like 10. This should bake out pretty fine because these bevels are not that crazy, even at 10. But you can see these edges where the detail is not straight on Y or Z axis does not look all that good. So we can try to fix it by trying to push back this detail into the original object with the dilate option. So let's put down 2. You can see now it's pushed back into it, and for us to make it a little bit smoother, let's go back to maybe 20. And now the object is very nicely smoothed out. But one problem is these edges, because we increased this dilate option. If you take a look at 0, as you can see it's kind of gone way up. Combining with the smooth, it's even crazier. But if we like this detail and we have made these edges smooth, we can just increase the resolution of this mesh. So maybe 0.7. So let it compute like that, and you can see that even with more resolution it has climbed back, and we can easily make this into a normal map. Let's take a look at the edges. Edges looks good. We can smooth it maybe to 30. And now let's go back to the baker. Now let's try to bake it. This weapon is going to be watched at the far, and the details, something like this weird edging on a normal map won't won't be really seen because it's going to have a material on it. To show my point, I have put everything on 10, everything 0, and on high resolution. So let's just go and bake it. So in Substance Painter, I imported this normal map. As you can see, there are some artifacting. It's a 2K texture, but everything else is fine. So if you put on any material on it, these details won't be seen.